Well, your Friday was one of the cooler days we have seen in a very long time. I think we had that one Sunday where we had rain all day, but no rain today, just cool temperatures. 13 weather ball, though, for your Saturday and the weekend is red, so we have warmer weather ahead.
The 13 Weather Ball is sponsored by LaFontaine Lincoln Grand Rapids.
Around the region, depending on where you are, if you're north and west, you've got sunshine. Look at that. Fremont, Holland, Muskegon. Here in Grand Rapids, we've got cloudy skies, but you can see the clearing on the horizon as the camera points off to the north. Where the sun is out, upper 60s. We're stuck at 64 here in Grand Rapids, 63 Lakeview, also Ionia, down toward Hastings. We're actually quite a bit cooler today from Grand Rapids south and east, where the clouds have yet to clear. To the north, you're actually a little bit warmer than you were yesterday. Heading out to a football game, especially Grand Rapids south and east, you can expect mainly cloudy skies, a couple of breaks up there. Temperatures not changing a whole lot. Right around the mid-60s for the evening hours. A lot of folks asking me, when are fall colors taking place? Some areas they're starting. Those are the stress trees. Mid to early October here in the western UP and in northern lower Michigan, one spot near Gaylord. Our area for typical fall color change is in early to mid-October, away from the lakeshore. A little bit later right along the lakeshore. That comes in late October. Skies clearing from the north, so we'll see clear skies and much cooler temperatures tonight, down around 50 around the region. Very little active weather headed our way, but very stormy on the eastern seaboard, where they've had a lot of severe weather in the last 24 hours. Let's travel about the state. Here's your Saturday forecast. Mid-70s, east wind will make Muskegon a little bit warmer at 78. Low 70s and 60s across the north, with plenty of sunshine in both peninsulas of the state. Now that'll change on Sunday. Will be a little bit warmer, so that's a positive change. Up north, a little bit cloudier. Very little change in terms of temperatures, but some showers starting to move into the Marquette and Hancock area down through Iron Mountain. Eventually those showers will work their way into West Michigan early next week. Forecast for the 6 to 10 day outlook from the 14th through the 18th. A good portion of the south and eastern part of the country will have high chances for cooler than average readings. Our average highs are in the low to mid 70s, so you could expect maybe even some 60s there, but a very high chance we won't see any precipitation during that, or very little precipitation during that 5-day period. Out on Lake Michigan, you can expect that 1 to 2 foot waves to come down to virtually flat. Winds will go offshore, so no advisories here tonight. Should be a great sunset. Share those pictures with us. Other than that, our forecast then for tonight, skies will be clearing. Mid-40s north, around 50 Muskegon and Holland down towards South Haven. Mid-40s up north. Clear and calm conditions, rather cool. Might actually need a blanket for a change. And here in the greater Grand Rapids area, areas to the east and northeast, maybe in the mid-40s, will be around 50 plus elsewhere. 13 on your side forecast. Sunshine both Saturday and Sunday, maybe a little haziness to that blue sky on Sunday. 68, that's the high on Monday with scattered showers, and that will continue into early Tuesday. I think we'll start to clear out late in the day. Taking the rain out of the forecast for Wednesday, and it will continue to be a little bit cooler than average Friday and next weekend, but right now, next weekend, looking dry as well. Some areas saw a good deal of sunshine. It broke out to the north and west of Grand Rapids. We're staying hanging under the cloud cover, but I can see off to the north of the weather deck here. There's a lot of blue skies, and that's what we have for the weekend. 13 weather ball is red. In addition to sunshine, we have warmer weather ahead.
The 13 Weather Ball is sponsored by LaFontaine Lincoln Grand Rapids.
And if you plan on walking the dog like Lucy and Bernie are anticipating, Kathy, James, we're looking at some sunshine breaking loose. Perhaps where you are, you still have cloud cover, but clear skies throughout the rest of the night and tomorrow morning means you get a green paw off this evening and tomorrow. A lot more sunshine tomorrow, so a lot of green energy being created by the solar energy farms. 8.5 out of a 10-point scale. Winds are going to be very, very light this weekend. Boy, picture perfect weekend. Sunshine, no wind. Light, a lot of sunshine, as I mentioned, and low humidity is what I'm trying to say. Not so for Notre Dame. They'll be down in NC State and Carolinas. They're going to have some thunderstorms there. Nice toasty 85, but here in central Michigan, Mount Pleasant 74 and sunny. An away game for Western Michigan, cloudy in Syracuse, New York at 72 there. Home game for Michigan State at 3:30, sunny, and partly cloudy and 73 degrees. More of the same for UNLV at U of M in Ann Arbor, 73 degrees. And a evening game here in West Michigan, sunny skies before it goes down later on this evening, tomorrow evening over at Grand Valley, 74 in the afternoon. As far as our long-range outlook, after a very quiet weekend and most of next week fairly quiet and cool, we're going to warm things up. This is from the 16th through the 22nd of the month. We will see temperatures returning a little closer to our average highs. After being in the 60s and near 70, we'll be in the low and mid 70s with all that cool air just going to kind of get squeezed toward the eastern seaboard. And most of the country is going to see high chances for less rainfall, except for this area right in through here. It looks like there might be some rain. They could use some rain across most of Texas, Arizona, on up into the Kansas and Nebraska area because they are suffering from some severe drought there. At least they're going to get a little bit of a break. Water temperature still hanging in there. We've already peaked for the season. It's dropping to the low 60s north of the orange color there. As warm as 70 plus once you get to the south part of the lake on over toward Chicago. As far as the forecast for tonight, skies are already clear at the lakeshore. They'll remain so, mid 40s up north. Around 50 from Muskegon and Holland southward, as skies will be clearing if they haven't already. It's already mostly clear and mostly sunny this evening. Up north, mid 40s for an overnight low. Calm winds most of the night. And skies will gradually clear here in the greater Grand Rapids area, becoming clear. Overnight lows as low as 47 in Ionia to as warm as 53 over in Battle Creek. 13 on your side forecast. Bright blue skies and 75 on Saturday. That hazy skies will start to come in. They won't be quite as bright blue here on Sunday, but nonetheless up to 77. With the clouds and the showers around on Monday, and that may linger into the at least 3/4 of the day on Tuesday, keeping our highs at 68. Sun comes back out on Wednesday, but only 64, and you can see we're going to be cooler than our average high of 77. We'll be in the low and mid 70s all the way through next weekend. So guys, we definitely have some fall-like weather coming our way next several days.
Okay.
Yeah,
Clear this weekend at least.
I've been resisting fall the last few days. You know, everyone's talking about drinking the Lions Kool-Aid. I'm finally drinking the fall Kool-Aid.
Okay, snap
Okay.
into some pumpkin spice.
Got to do it sometime.
It feels like it out there. It's gorgeous. Thanks so much, George.
Well, in the course of a half an hour since I was out here on the weather deck, the skies have actually become totally sunny. So it's just like that, from cloudy to clear, at least here in Grand Rapids anyway. 13 weather ball for your weekend is red. We have warmer weather ahead.
The 13 Weather Ball is sponsored by LaFontaine Lincoln Grand Rapids.
Well, not warmer today. It was upper 60s and low 70s with the exception where it has stayed cloudy. 64 right now at the airport. That is still our high for the day. It's not within our target range. So right now it's another miss, but we actually may go up a few degrees out at the airport as the sun is now coming out before the 11 o'clock. We have cooled off now thanks to the change in the upper level wind pattern. If you remember last week we had that southwest flow bringing up all that heat and excessive humidity. Well, now the winds have shifted around more to a west and northwest, and there's going to be a pool of cool air that comes down all the way through the early part of next week. And our weather pattern never really gets back into the warmer regions until about 10 days or longer. So kind of a cool period coming up. So really no active weather here. This is Hurricane Lee. Yesterday was a Category 5. It is now down to a Category 4. It's about 500 miles east of the Leeward Islands, and at the rate it's going to stay out over the Atlantic throughout the weekend, so no worries anywhere, but it maintains its Category 4 storm strength all the way into Monday into early Tuesday, and then the longer range models kind of turn it to the north. It'll be getting very close to Bermuda as those strong winds move to the west of the island there, but it does appear that it's going to stay off the east coast of the U.S. Boston and Cape Cod might get some very strong winds, as well as down east Maine. That will be later on the following Sunday, the 17th, and then it will move on up into the Maritimes and eastern Canada by the following Monday. So it'll be a near miss with Lee. That is good news. Good news as well, we're going to lose some of that cool air. This is the week 3 and 4 temperature outlook during that 2-week period from the 23rd through the 6th of October. Yes, already October. We have high chances, eastern third of the country, of seeing warmer than average readings, which at that time are in the mid 60s to near 70, and a little bit higher chance we'll see less precipitation as well during that 2-week period. Kind of wet here in the panhandle of Texas and Oklahoma, and wet in the Pacific Northwest. Forecast out on Lake Michigan here tomorrow. Those calm to 1 foot waves early on in the day are only going to build to about 1 to 2 footers. So lots of sunshine. Put on that sunscreen, even though temperatures will be on the cooler side with that northwest wind. So for tomorrow, sunny skies, bright blue, low 70s up in Ludington and Hart, upper 70s in Muskegon and Holland down towards South Haven. Northern zones, you'll be in the mid 70s, 76 in Fremont and in Greenville. Here in the greater Grand Rapids area, we'll top out around 75 or 76 with bright blue skies. 13 on your side forecast. When is that next chance of rain? That will come on Monday. A cloudy, cool day. High of only 68. We'll see some rain, I think, early on in the day Tuesday. Late in the day, we actually might see some sun poke out, 68 as well. Cool day on Wednesday, mostly cloudy, 64. Lots of sunshine Thursday, but still below our average high of 77 all the way through next weekend. Looks like some sunshine and dry weather with perfect fall conditions.